Tokalua no I kila we O na kumua kua pau I hana o I kapo I kala hiki ku e a mai ki kai mai O na kumua li ia pau I hana o I kapo I kala hiki ku e a mai ki kai mai O na la la li ia pau I hana o I kapo I kala hiki ku e a mai ki kai mai O na vela wali ia pau I hana o I kapo I kala hiki ku e a mai ki kai mai O na kuali ia pau e ku e ola a kaniko a haumaka I ole a palalau hala a polo kukula e mu oia e mu na moe ino na moe moe ana uno huno huna hau mea he mu oia he mu eli loa ya loa ka honua he mu oia he mu na moe ino na moe moe ana uno huno huna hau mea he mu oia he mu eli loa ya loa ka honua he mu oia he mu na moe ino na moe moe ana uno huno huna hau mea he mu oia he mu eli loa ya loa ka honua he mu oia he mu na moe ino na moe moe ana uno huno huna hau mea he mu oia he mu eli loa ya loa ka honua he mu oia he mu na moe ino na moe moe ana uno huno huna hau mea he mu oia he mu eli loa ya loa ka honua o ka uola ke akua e nana mai ka umau pula pula e ola kaniko aha umaka I ole a palala uhala a ka ui ka puane ane alai lala de a kuoia ui ke aloa ke ae e na kupuna o ka pō me ke ao e holo mau o hoku lele e holo ma ka moana nui o kanaloa e holo me na kai e walu e holo me na pula pula o ka lahui e holo mau ka waa e holo mau me ka lana kila e
Mahalo, you guys. I want us to come close to the canoe, but I want us to at least have the crews have first stop. Yeah? Get the crews close and the kiki. Come, kiki. Especially the kiki. You know, one of the things I was thinking was I remember going out Mauka with Kupuna and learning about the mountains and what's in the mountains and walking into old villages and places where these canoes, first the trees came down and then were brought down to the ocean, yeah? And one of my first lessons was being all scared and timid around the village. And I remember scolding my baby because she was making noise with her friends. And I was like, oh, hush, hush, and all this and that. And the kupuna told me, hey, bro, don't tell you kids nothing right now. Because the kupuna who live in this place, they've been here for 1,000 years, love their voice. They love their presence. They love their laughter. They love their carelessness. They love it. Because they will grow and they will learn and they will understand. So take it easy. So I love, okay, I gotta tell you, my favorite part of the day so far is when baby's hydro flash come bang up against the canoe. Okay? I am so serious because that to me, yeah, this thing right here is blessed by you. It's blessed by your words. It's blessed by your children. If no more kiki, if we only scold them when they come around the canoe, who will be here in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years? Yeah? So already the first blessing of the day was the hydro flask. Baby, where's the hydro flask? This one right here. Can I see that? I'll give it right back. Oh, see this? See? This is the first blessing of the day, and already, I really mean that, and I don't mean to be disrespectful in any way of our different traditions, right? We are very so similar in the way we understand the world, and so I wanted to just tell you a couple of things. This right here, everybody, tawihu.
Tauihu.
Everybody say that, tawihu.
Tauihu.
Taurapa.
Taurapa.
Tawihu.
Tauihu.
Taurapa.
Taurapa.
So the ihu is the beginning, right? This is where we are. This generation now, this is your end of this canoe. Taurapa, that's the kupuna end. Right? How many guys knew that? Raise your hand if you knew that. Come on, Canoe Club. You should know this. Okay? Here's why. Because that taurapa, that represents a kupuna. Some of our families, when they make their canoe again, right? When they refresh the canoe, which is what's happened here, yeah? This part of this canoe that is old, old, old. When we lose the old, right? Always, okay? Always gotta be one splinter of the old. Always in this canoe, but this end is your end. The back end is the end that guides, right? Steering. This generation, we are not the steerers. We are the workers, yeah? That end of this canoe, they were steerers for a long time. They came to the front of this canoe and they paddled in the splash. That's the hardest spot. Front. I don't know nothing about canoes, okay, so correct me later. But I was told by elders, kupuna, this is the hardest spot. You get the splash, 100% in this seat. This is your seat. This is the seat of learning. This is the seat of growth. Yeah. So as we come to this canoe, we remember those who came before us. Uncle, your grandfather made this canoe. What's his name again?
Barry.
Barry? Perry.
George.
Perry. George Perry. Okay? Do not forget that name. Everybody in this club ought to know that name.
Yeah.
Everyone. Okay? So I only say that not to scold you guys. Just to let you know, look, this is what you put your hand to every time. So I want, you can't just touch the canoe lightly, because 300 people touching lightly is pretty heavy. Yeah? Just put your hand lightly on this canoe. Or if you cannot reach the canoe, put them on somebody lightly, okay? On the shoulder, or or just bump up against somebody. Make sure we are all touching. And I want to ask you guys to repeat some words after me. This is our pule together. Ahiki mai.
Ahiki mai.
Ke aloha.
Ke aloha.
Ae pono.
Ae pono.
Mai ana.
Mai ana.
Ki kaheka.
Ki kaheka.
Kai kapu.
Kai kapu.
Akane.
Akane.
Kamole.
Kamole.
Ke a'a.
Ke a'a.
O ka aina.
O ka aina.
This prayer is a prayer of our queen. Again, Taurapa.
Taurapa.
Our kupuna, our queen, Tutuliliu Kalani. She prayed this prayer when she was in prison in the palace. Rather than becoming angry, bitter, she said, let us always gather together. May my people always come together with aloha. Ahikimaiki aloha is what she said. So aloha, everyone. Say aloha.
Aloha.
You know what you're saying, right?
Love.
This is not HTA. Not the HTA version. This is not the magazine version of aloha. Aloha is unconditional love. This is something that comes from us. It comes from our ancestors. It doesn't come from magazines or movies or anything. Contrary, yeah? I mean, we get plenty from that source. Often we forget that source over there. That source tells us love should be unconditional. Always among you, especially among you. When you come inside this canoe, you're not living unconditionally toward each other. Don't get in the canoe. Fix it. It's your responsibility. Yeah? That's how this canoe remains blessed. You notice, we're having a blessing today, but who will bless it every day? You. So aloha. Look at somebody, guys. Aloha. Aloha, brother. Aloha. Okay, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Unconditional love. Today and every day. So that was her prayer for us. Epono Mayana, she says, bring your love, stand in love, but don't forget your justice too. Don't forget righteousness, okay? Now, I don't know, righteousness, that's not, it's like on the state capitol building and all that stuff. It sounds so churchy, yeah? I'm a kahu, but it does sound a little too churchy for me. I don't know what it means sometimes. This is what righteousness is. If I make this canoe and I carve this canoe and I take it in the ocean, you of all people will know this better than anyone I've ever spoken to about blessing. We take this canoe and we flip it upside down, and then we ride on top and try to go somewhere. What is that? Is that stupid or what? Right? That is the opposite of pono. Okay? Just so you know what is pono. Yeah? We all know what is pono, especially you know what's pono. Yeah? Because you're in this thing. You are in this canoe. You touch this canoe every day. You of all people should know what pono is. And so you of all people are responsible for pono. Yeah? If you gotta make pono before you get inside this canoe every time, you ought to. I once did a blessing for Hawaiian Electric. Had 100 guys in a circle up in Halawa Valley. They're getting ready for do this project. I went to them and I said, okay guys, this is only water in the bowl. This is only one tea leaf. You probably get some in your front yard. I said, there's no magic in the water that doesn't exist inside of you and me. Right? You get that, right? So I told them that. I said, you know what? You guys asked me for come and bless. I'll bless you. How can I bless your equipment? I'm not gonna turn the key on the starter of that car one time. Who gonna bless that truck? Oh, they all said, oh. I said, that's right. So before you go turn that key, every day you should pray. You don't have to pray together. Okay, I'm not telling you guys you gotta pray, you gotta have one, whatever. However you pray, you should pray every time. You should begin praying when you come from your house, when you get in your car, when you're heading to this canoe. Begin your prayer. So I told him that. 3 days later, I get a call from the manager. He tells me, you know what, bro, Kahu, we had 100 vehicles go down after your blessing. You know how that feels? You know what it felt like? It felt like, well, I'm gonna ask one question of all the guys. So he goes, I know, like bless the trucks and all that. You wanna just bless the people. But do you mind, could you come throw some water on the trucks too? So I come back. So 5 days later, yeah. I mean, we're talking about brand new equipment, just came out of crates. Brand new hydraulic systems. Broken. Broken. It's a long story. They started on the wrong end of the project, actually. It was a mistake on their part. But when I stood in a circle that day, trust me, it was different. Yeah? It was different. And everybody was looking at me like, oh, I don't know why we're still, I was getting some looks. But I asked them first off, I said, okay, so you guys, Kalamai, it's nice to see you again. But I gotta ask you, how many of you guys went pule for your vehicles when you got inside? Every single person looked at the ground. Not one person raised their hand. So all he did was, I told him at that point, he says, I came here 3 hours before you guys. I know it's early for you, but it's really early for me. And I came throw water on these trucks. There's plenty of water. I've prayed a lot for you. But what I pray for you is that you will be pono as you come to your vehicle. This club, you guys, the future of this canoe depends on your pono. Okay? So that's heavy, yeah? Woo! Okay, the next thing that the queen prayed for us, for all the people of Hawaii, she said, "Kekaheka kai kapua kane." She translated it, all of life is sacred to the Creator. All of life is sacred. So kapu, everybody say kapu. Kapu. Now kapu does not mean no. right? Most people, I ask them, what do you think couple means? They always tell me, oh, no trespass. No can, right? Now, couple has nothing to do with the word no. Couple means this is a yes for something. Think about whether you're in the right yes. Okay? In other words, couple is saying, this is a sacred thing. This canoe is sacred because of you. You make it sacred. Our Creator made it sacred too, up in the forest. Oh, happy out this thing. Every molecule of wood in the forest, living and growing at one time. Yeah. Now it comes to us to give mana. Yeah. So we are the ones. We are the ones that extend the couple. In fact, all of us are sacred. You guys, say it. I am sacred.
I am sacred.
Say it and smile.
I am sacred.
Now say it and look at somebody. I am sacred.
Believe it.
And now look at somebody and tell them, you are sacred.
You are sacred.
You are sacred. Here. So let me tell you something, you guys. You just went bless this canoe. You and bless this canoe. You and bless your all your teams that go out. You and bless every person that comes around. You and bless 1,000 generations backwards and 1,000 generations forward. That's what you just did. Okay? Heavy, huh? Heavy. Okay? Whoo. E vai vai nui ka pono na kupuna e vai e hana i ono na oha ola ke kalo i ka vai e huali ali ka vai ole ola ka vai ola ka i e ola no e na palili e ho mai ka vai e inu ka po e na kini lani na kini honu ai o malu ya ka vai ka po ka lani e. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord cause his face to shine on you and give you peace and give you peace and give you peace forever. I love everybody. Awesome.
Many,
A minute.